Hey, Caleb Wojcik here, and in this video I'm going to talk about my experience at VidCon 2015, which is a conference for YouTubers, Viners, other video creators for the web in Anaheim, California. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what my experience was like and whether or not you should try to go sometime. I talked in depth on my podcast episode last week about VidCon and what I learned and some of the panels I went to, and I talked about some of the trends that I was hearing over and over again when I was at VidCon. But in this video, I want to talk about what VidCon's like as an experience and whether or not you should go. So first up is who it's for. There were 3 different kinds of tickets for VidCon in 2015. There was the community ticket that was basically so that you could go to the show floor, you could go to signings of your stars, and you could hang out on the first floor of the convention center. The second ticket level was creator, and that was what I had, and it was only a little bit more expensive, but this let you go up to the second floor of the convention center, and on that floor were all the panels, for the most part, of different YouTube creators and different people that make videos for the web, as well as some of the lounges for Panasonic, Canon, and some of the other companies that had sponsored for some spaces there. I found myself at those lounges more than anywhere else other than maybe the panels. I would look at the schedule for the panels, see who I wanted to hear that was giving a little talk. Then I would go hang out in the Canon lounge for other talks like Devin Supertramp or Nice Peter from Epic Rap Battles, and being able to see some of these people in a smaller crowd. Sometimes there was only 5 or 10 people at the Canon lounge, for example, or the Vimeo lounge, while someone bigger named was talking or had a little panel going on. So I ended up spending a bunch of time there talking with camera manufacturers as well as with different creators that had attended it, and asked questions of some of the people that I've been following online on YouTube for a while now. If you want to go a step above the creator, the third pass you could get was for industry people. And this ticket was much more expensive, but you got to go to the third floor of the convention center where there were more lounges and different talks related to having a company that worked for you, that helped you get ad sales and partnering with different brands. And the content on that level was definitely different than on the creator level or down on the community level. So depending on what kind of person you are and what you're trying to get out of VidCon, just look at the different tickets and kind of decide from there. VidCon is kind of nuts. There are a lot of crowds, a lot of tweens. Their parents have a lounge just because there's so many kids there screaming after their different YouTube stars they look up to. But if you are very specific about going to the creator level, going to the panels, meeting other people that are on that level, and going to the lounges and going to meetups and doing stuff that's not where everyone else is, like the Hilton Bar and Lounge, just avoid that. You can get a lot out of VidCon. I met a lot of people that I'd either looked up to or people that were on my same level or my same experience level, and we could talk about what it's like to make videos for a living, and I picked up some tips and tricks and listened to episode 36 of my audio podcast for some of those things that I absorbed from panels and conversations with people. So that wraps up this video. Just wanted to give you a little bit of an insight on what VidCon is like. There aren't that many really good video conferences out there. This year I've been to VidCon. I went to Wistia Fest, which is really good for businesses or people that make video within a business to go to and learn more about how video can help your business. And then I went to NAB in Vegas. I made a little video about that one too. And that one's more about the gear and the equipment and stuff that you get to see. And there are some talks and panels as well, but those are more directed towards television and filmmaking on a whole. So VidCon fits into this other little puzzle piece of a video conference for people making videos for YouTube, Vimeo, Vine, Instagram, whatever platform you choose. But I still don't think that there's one specific video conference that everyone should go to. It really comes down to what kind of video work you do. That's it for this video. There'll be more videos coming more frequently from me over the next month because I'm gearing up for my editing course to come out. So I'll be sharing some of the lessons that I put together for that, as well as a bunch of gear reviews of things that I've been testing out and using over the past few months that I want to share with you guys. So see you in one of those videos. And until then, remember, if you're going to do it, might as well do it on video.
So So you want to learn how to do things. That's why I'm so quick to be dismissive of hardware and gear and what you shoot with, and how you shoot it, and what software you use. None of that matters. It's the art of the edit that matters. And historically, some of the greatest films ever made, like The Godfather, that was edited using scissors and tape. Like it really, the technicalities, the mechanics do not matter. There's editing well, and there's everything else. And like if you want to do great work, you want to succeed in this space, that's where all of your focus should be, is by telling the best story possible.